Welcome back now to this week's Fox 7 Focus. Austin City Council voting overwhelmingly last week to recommend city officials decrease the minimum lot size for homes from about 5,700 square feet to just 2,500 square feet or less. I sat down with Austin Board of Realtors President Ashley Jackson and started by asking her what exactly these changes will mean.
So what this would allow are a couple more houses per lot, which would allow varying prices for those houses. So that's the exciting part for me, is to know that we'll have inventory that people at a variety of price ranges will be able to afford in the Austin area, which just hasn't been the case lately. So this could open the door to townhomes, duplexes, homes with accessory dwelling units. We're just allowing the lot to be smaller, whereas now the lot has to be over 5,700 square feet. And so that kind of dictates for a larger home. But now we're allowing smaller lots, which will mean more homes available at just a whole different array of housing types.
We hear so much about the rapid population growth year over year here in Austin and the crunch that's putting on the housing market. Just when it comes to inventory, how much of a bite do you think this will take out of that issue?
You know, everything helps. So I think that this will help. And you don't want just one approach to improving our housing supply. We need a multitude of approaches. And this one is just a very strong step forward in the right direction. You know, since January, we've seen a lot of positive changes coming out of City Hall as they seek to navigate Austin towards having more housing supply so that teachers, firefighters, police officers can live near their jobs.
What does this mean for people who have a home in Austin right now or might be looking to buy one?
Yeah, so what it means for someone who may be looking to buy one going forward, and of course we'll need the staff has been directed at City Hall to make these amendments to the land development code, right? So it's not concrete yet, so we're still waiting on that. Going forward, as soon as that's amended and developers are out there, once they get active out in the marketplace, they will start delivering the homes at those different price ranges and in the different varieties that we were talking about. So I would say we'd see that over the next few years. And for existing homeowners, what this means is you can do more with your property. And that is, obviously a very Texan sentiment to have. So this is kind of giving more rights to the homeowner.
It's felt like a pretty decisive vote by City Council, although there were a couple of members that raised concerns about things like population density, concerns that density may not translate to affordability, and then other things, unintended consequences like too many of these properties turning into short-term rentals. What would you say to some of those concerns?
Yeah, I can understand, being resistant to a little change. I've lived here over 40 years, and none of us have wanted to see Austin evolve so quickly. But the reality is, when we're delivering more housing supply, we're not just delivering it to people who may be moving here. We're delivering housing to people who already live here. My teenage sons, for example. So when we create more supply of housing at a variety of types, which will come in a variety of price ranges, we're allowing Austinites to stay in Austin. And I think that's really what we need to stay focused on.
Ashley Jackson of the Austin Board of Realtors. Ashley, thanks for being with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.